Alright, hey, what's going on there, folks? It is Earthmaster. May 13th, 2018, right about 9 o'clock Pacific time here on the West Coast, and going to do a video update, and also important notification for those of you guys watching the update video. The live stream will be going down immediately after this update video. Just got a lot going on this coming week with some storm chasing going on, and almost impossible to do. I can run 2 streams at once, but it's a major headache. For one, if something goes wrong on the Earthquake 3D stream, it could be like that for a week or more, depending on when I venture back here. But definitely, you know, I don't need the extra headache when I'm out there chasing around supercell thunderstorms out there in Oklahoma and Texas region is where I will be at tomorrow and lasting through the week into the weekend. So yeah, we'll definitely bring the stream back up this coming up next weekend. Not for sure which day, if it's gonna be Saturday or Sunday, but definitely keep you guys posted. I will be doing update videos daily. I will also be streaming live from the mobile device when storms are popping off, and they are expected to pop off pretty much every single day next week. You know, with chances of severe weather pretty much every single day there around the Texas Panhandle and portions of Oklahoma and extending up into Kansas as well. But anyway, covering earthquake activity, Oklahoma just had a 4.0 a couple hours ago. Nothing big, nothing out of the ordinary, but they do get those earthquakes on occasion. It looks like it may be picking up just a tad bit in that department there. This was 12 kilometers north of Crescent, Oklahoma. That's going to be interesting to see if I feel any earthquakes out there in Oklahoma when I'm out there. I haven't felt an earthquake in a while. Being here in California, last earthquake I felt was, when was that? It was that one when we had the 5.7, just about 50 miles from me, and that shook me up pretty good, because that was actually the strongest earthquake I felt in my life. I know, being in California, you think I'd feel bigger, but 5.7 at a roughly around 50 to 80 miles from me shook it pretty good there. Shook my nerves anyway. Quite a few responses being sent in on that 4.0 earthquake, which was about 7.2 kilometers below the surface. They also had a aftershock, so to speak, there of a 2.5 magnitude. That's this one right here, 2.5. Looks like possibly Texas may have had one down there too, down there in the southwest corner of Texas, a little 2.8. Overall, activity seems to be picking up quite a bit in large-scale portions. I wanted to cover Yellowstone real quick. Let me go over here and show you guys real quick here. They did have a little bit of activity over the day and early this morning. You can see the spikes of earthquakes there in the region that we've watched so many times in the past. Show a lot of activity, and this is nothing major. I thought maybe this was going to kick up into something major, but we did not see that happen. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, so we did not see this kick up too much, but definitely some activity increasing there in the same portion near YMC Station, Maple Creek. That's where we've seen the earthquake swarms happen in the past there. And this past couple hours looks pretty quiet. Looks like it mellowed out just a little bit. One interesting note here with this real-time tremor, I mentioned this last night. This here is just the last 3 hours of activity along the Cascadia subduction zone. And 3 hours of this amount of tremor is a pretty big deal. We've been watching this area just west of Seattle for the past couple days, and they're definitely showing quite a bit of activity. This is tremor detection once again, not earthquakes, but slow slippage confined to this area just west of Seattle. So definitely some movement going on in the slow slip scale, while the majority of the range, Cascadia subduction zone, is fairly quiet. A couple sporadic tremors being detected in Oregon and northern California, and also up here northeast of Portland area as well, and also in the southern Washington. So definitely we're watching this whenever we see activity like that in the confined area. We kind of want to keep our heads up and stay alert, so to speak, here. Just getting really active throughout the globe for the most part. This is the most recent update from the USGS in regards to the Hawaiian volcano, Mount Kilauea. Lower East Rift Zone. Eruption of lava continues along Kilauea volcano. Lower East Rift Zone. A new outbreak early this morning, just over half a mile northeast of the end of Hinelo Street. And about, so definitely some more outbreaks. I believe this is outbreak number 17, I believe. Looks like they may have had 18, but I think they backtracked. I think I remember seeing that here. Here's 17, Fisher 17. But definitely ongoing activity. Aerial observations of this new fissure indicate it is at least several hundred yards long and producing spatter, rising many tens of feet into the air. The slow-moving lava flow is moving away from the event. Elevated earthquake activity and ground deformation continue, and additional outbreaks in the area remain likely. So definitely continuing. We're waiting for some type of eruptive explosion of the crater region, depending on how far that lava sinks into the ground there or finds its way into the ground. Once it reaches that water table, they're expecting some type of explosive eruption. Now, let's hope. I'm not 100% sure how all these lava things are underneath here. Let's hope that this whole island doesn't just get blown off right here. This portion, this region right here, I guess has happened before, or part of it has, where this has fallen off into the ocean. They're creating a massive tsunami, which could ultimately reach the west coast as well. But we're still watching this very closely. The depths of the earthquakes are, again, within range of many different kilometers here. We got some really close to the surface, obviously, with all the cracks and whatnot going on. We also got some down to about 5 kilometers. I've seen one up here near 9. It's 6.5. So these vary around depths right here, once again, and it's continuing. There's almost a 9 kilometer. This here is kind of, close. Well, this is kind of a loner itself out here, right? That 2.8 at about 9 kilometers there. So definitely some big activity occurring and continuing underneath the big island over here. So yeah, definitely I will be updating you folks on the channel. I will provide updates in regards to the activity should it happen, and I will jump on the may jump on the live stream there periodically throughout the nights ahead and do some live updates. For now, I think we're going to call it a night. California is still showing some activity down here near that couple threes that happened there. Was it yesterday or the day before? Yesterday, actually. I get my days all mixed up. Quite a bit of activity. It has mellowed out a little bit, but still keeping an eye on that region. But overall, we're just waiting to see what happens. Earthquake around the globes here, around the globe. Take a look here real quick. We're seeing once again some very deep movement along the Pacific Plate, portions of it. There is a 4.7 at 602 kilometers, a very deep earthquake. A couple more deep earthquakes over here near the Fiji Islands region, which is very popular for those deep earthquakes. Also up near the island of Japan. You see these kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4 punch right here, and even a larger. Well, that's, what is that? 5.2 there. But definitely large scale plate movement in the deep zones there along the western part of this Pacific plate. And over here we're just seeing a couple surface quakes and whatnot. But definitely I would be on the guard here for something bigger happening here pretty soon. It's just pretty active, folks. A lot of activity, it seems like. 3.8 earthquake up here in this part of the world from the CSEM website. 5 kilometers, nothing big, but don't really see too much earthquake activity up there. Czech, how do you pronounce that? Czech Republic? Here's my pronunciations again. Anyway, folks, I want to thank everyone for jumping on, and like I said, I hate killing the live stream, but it's something that needs to be done in order for me to focus on what's going on in the week ahead. So hopefully you guys will be able to join me for some live storm chasing, and like I said, I will probably do some live updates. I'll get some live updates going throughout the nights ahead. Of course, I will be updating any kind of potential, eruption of the Kilauea volcano, and also any other major earthquakes that happen, or any other strange ones that I may see out there on the globe. But anyway, folks, hopefully you guys tune in the next couple days over the course of the week here. Should have some good weather, or I guess bad weather, depending on how you guys see it. But we'll definitely be posting some videos and posting some pictures up on the webpage, on the Facebook page. Alright guys, peace out, have a great night, and we'll see you guys out there in the southern plains starting tomorrow. Peace.